Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for serving this week and for watching this video to prepare to lead your small group. This Sunday we will be starting our new monthly theme, Compassion, caring enough to do something about someone else's need. We will be instilling the truth that you should treat others the way you want to be treated. And in our Bible story from Luke, we will hear about Jesus' mission statement as we learn that following Jesus means caring about others. Our verse this month is, "The Lord has shown you what is good. He has told you what he requires of you. You must act with justice, you must love to show mercy, and you must be humble as you live in the sight of your God." Micah 6:8. For your first opening activity, you're going to pass out the What's Wrong in the Neighborhood activity page. It's one of those where you've got to find the hidden things that are wrong with the picture. There are 10 things wrong with this picture, and there's an answer key if you need help. Then for your next opening activity, you're going to give each kid a piece of white paper and a piece of construction paper. There's different colors to choose from. Then you're going to tell them to create a house using their construction paper, their white paper. They've got scissors and glue. And then on their house, they can have all the different shapes, like cutting out windows and doors and whatever they would like to have for their house. It could be their house they live in now, it could be a dream house, it could just be one that they're making up. And then you're going to unroll your butcher paper. This butcher paper is going to become your neighborhood. Once the kids have made their basic ideas for their house, they can come and glue it down onto the butcher paper to form a neighborhood. So you might want to help them make sure that they're all in a row, like streets and like a neighborhood would be. Then at the end, you can give them a marker to put their name underneath and draw in any additional details like doorknobs or window slats or other things that they may want at the very end. Then as you transition to a large group, you're going to talk about your houses and how y'all made an awesome neighborhood together. All month long, we'll learn about what it looks like to take care of the people in our neighborhood. And today, we'll learn about someone in the Bible who did this very well. After large groups, circle up and read Isaiah 61, 1 through 2. And let the kids know that Isaiah spoke those words. He was a prophet and spoke them hundreds of years before Jesus came to earth. Show the kids the section of the Bible that's the Old Testament, and that the Old Testament is all about Jesus coming. Then open up to Luke 4:18 through 19. And after reading, explain that those words were spoken by Jesus in the temple hundreds of years after Isaiah spoke his words. Show them the whole section that is the New Testament, and tell them that the message of that whole section is that Jesus is here. Then blow them away by reading Luke 4:20 and 21. And explain that Jesus read those words from Isaiah about himself. Jesus is like, it's me, I'm here. But the people of his time didn't recognize him as the Savior. But he came to show compassion and caring for those who needed help and to give his life for the whole world. Next, play a game of charades with the scenarios that are listed there in your leader guide. And after you're done using all the scenarios, remind the kids that Jesus came to show compassion and care for others, and so that we could all be saved and have a relationship with God forever. When we choose to follow Jesus, we pay attention to how he lived and how he treated others, because following Jesus means caring for others. Share about a time when someone showed you compassion and cared for you, and how you've shown Jesus to others by caring for them. Then for the next activity, you're going to give each kid a craft stick and ask them to think about someone that they see almost every day that's not a part of their family. Have them use the paper scraps from the house building activity and the markers to make this into that person. They can draw a face and use the paper scraps to make the clothing or the hair. And then you're going to guide them to different things that they could add to it, talk about their person, and maybe come up with some ways that they could help show Jesus to that person by caring for them and showing compassion. Write down some of the examples on your neighborhood butcher paper, and that way you can revisit them in the coming weeks. They're going to take their person home with them today as a reminder to pay attention for ways that they could help and show compassion right there in their own neighborhood, because following Jesus means caring about others. Then finally, use your leader guide to close your conversation and pray with your kids as you drive home the message that following Jesus means caring about others. Remind them that as they get their person, to look for ways to show compassion this week. Well, that wraps up our Sunday together. Text Timmy the keyword caring if you've watched this video to prepare to lead your small group Sunday and discovering that following Jesus means caring for others. Thank you again, leaders, for serving with us, and have a blessed week.